All right, Islam Christmas is tonight, 6/19, 6/20, because their new year is 6/20, 6/27, and I told you a couple days back about the Christmas nuke and all these things, and we've seen this thing play out in a scattered motion, and I want to go over this for you so you understand these things, because Trump told us about that 1 year celebration with his military parade and those things. So, and the clock striking midnight, the 11th hour, that happened at 11 p.m. and it was the 36, and the 36 is a 63 on the back side mirror, and that 63 connects us to Trump 79 now. So this is where Trump is brought in his dark sun and that eclipse birth and all those things, and then Elon is starting to get lit up and sparked and whatever else on that. So and then also you had Vance get banned from for the 12 hour the 12 hours on the blue sky or whatever it says on that story, but that's also keeping the eyes on the sky. And so the sky event with the boom boom, the Vance over here, sky, and then this boom boom over here with the Starship. Okay, and then you have Israel over here striking the inactive nuclear reactors. So that has the nuclear tie-in in there. And then Israel hacks the Iran state TV. That's part of that hack attack and hacking on the live or whatever. And then we also seen a couple things with the live people, the live things getting shot at in different ways. JD Vance suspended from X competitor Blue Sky or whatever. So that's where you see that kind of the X in the sky, and then the blue sky, and then X Starship blowing up and whatever. So that's all kind of being shown together, all at the same time in different overlays, okay, or different dimensions per se. So and that also ties in that James Webb thing where you see it here and then over here on the world stage, and you see it here and then it focuses in the middle and spreads out into the magnifying glass or whatever, into the clouds, and then it focuses onto the world stage or whatever. That's kind of what that video is showing that I just posted today. And then Trump ends the 988, that's an 88 mile an hour thing, and then the 78 I'm getting mixed up. Hold on. The 88 stops is a mile per hour thing. Then the 89 connects to Elvis looking back at his 89 as we're taken into that 89 sequence. And this is where we've been a little bit ahead of time, where we've seen trailers here and trailers there, but now understanding the clock, and we're on the back side of the donkey and we're in negative space and we're looking back in time. Then this is where we kind of gather the intelligence of these numbers that we've learned here or whatever, and then now here. So like the way I see it is the dreams and visions of the 3 nights of dreams of like the matrix numbers or whatever is kind of like what I was programmed, this like in number code per se, what I always like posted at the beginning that I saw with like the different dino ages or whatever. Either way, so but now we've been under the clock in positive space, and now we're in the negative space. I can understand where the kind of the clock is coming together, and either way. So, and there's also like 2 sides of this clock, and or 3 sides of this clock. So I've basically been figuring out a clock forwards and backwards the past however many years, 5 years or whatever since this has happened, and either way, the Trump approving the plans for attack on Iran, and then the 2 weeks, all that kind of different stuff. So there's different things lining up. And then if they take out Iran, they can, this is where we see Pakistan or Korea or whoever, or Zelensky, they can come in and do an attack after Iran's taken out this threat, and then Trump really doesn't know who attacks this or whatever. Then he ends up attacking the wrong person, and then months later we're attacked, whatever. This can be like that 1 year kind of setup on that kind of scenario that I've told you way back when, but now we're in that second coming, and it's not necessarily the dawn challenging the false prophet, or Kamala challenging the false prophet, all those types of things that we kind of are programmed in one way, shape, or form that we have to break out of. So as these things are shown, I'm having to figure out this number shit that, or whatever I'm shown, this shadows, these feelings, whatever, and also break out of the programming that I've been programmed to think of so much whatever. Okay, so this is where that punishment, okay, all those little things are coming into different plays, but there is a point in time where the punishment turns into the mint, and then that T on the nim and the rats in them and all that shit's taken on a whole nother level. So either way, the critical race and the Iran, it's all there before you folks, okay? And Iran, that critical race, and that is real. It's happening before you as it collapses in the Tel Aviv, the television, and that the end, the end, okay? In the end, and that Pakistan. So, either way, just wanted to tie up some loose ends on the old, that fall set for that faucet for the sink and the faucet. So maybe you go get some fresh water or whatever, so they're draining the swamp, and either way. So we got multiple things lining up here. Okay, folks.